Happy New Year, my people. We're in that time of the year where everybody's looking back at last year and seeing the things that maybe they regretted doing or the things they did not regret doing. One thing that I'm sure about is that there were things that you did last year that you are incredibly proud of. In this video, I'm going to share with you the things that I did last year that I do not regret. And I am absolutely sure that if you do them, in year 2025, you are not going to regret either. But first, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for the love and the support. Let's do a lot more this new year. If you are just coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Deyi-Daniel. I'm building a community of 100 million people who are crazy about growth. On this channel, I film about personal, career, and business growth. You should be a part of this community, so subscribe. So let's see the things I did last year that I do not regret and that I want to pass over to you so that you can do them in this new year. The first thing I want to talk about that I did last year that I am incredibly proud of is building a personal brand. Honestly, in this day and age, I don't think that there's anybody that should not be trying to build a personal brand. Personal branding is like the new currency. It's like the new product. It's something that people want to see and people want to pay for. Let me explain that. We are in an era where people are paying for stories, not just products. That means they don't just care about the services that you offer, the products that you have to sell. They also care about who is the person that is behind the brand. Their purchasing decision is not only influenced by how good your product is, what people say about it, but they want to see you, they want to know you, they want to like you, they want to trust you. Do you know the very interesting part of it is that apart from even customers, apart from maybe you're a business owner, you're selling stuff, even as an employee, nowadays business owners, companies want to know if you have a personal brand that can in any way influence the company. Maybe people want to patronize your company, people want to buy from the company that you work for, and they see the kind of person that you are. Would they be interested in buying? Even companies check if you have a solid personal brand. I believe that everybody should be building a personal brand. But apart from all of these things that I've said, a personal brand is super important because that is one thing that nobody can take away from you. A job can go, a business deal can go, a contract can close, but nobody can take your personal brand from you. Nobody can take away the community that you build with your hands. So no matter the 1,000,001 things that you have or the 1,000,001 losses that you may ever experience in life, you see the people that will root for you because you tried to build a personal brand, they would be by your side. It is creating community, and these days everybody's trying to build a community around themselves and their products, and it doesn't even cost you so much to build a personal brand. So this year, if you have not thought about building a personal brand before now, I want to encourage you to do it because you are leaving money on the table and you don't want to leave money on the table. Another thing that I did last year that I do not regret at all is placing premium on people who placed premium on me. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you're an empath like me, I'm a really empathetic person, and I think that understanding that has really helped me. Just being self-aware and understanding what this means for me and my journey has really helped me and changed the way I operate. If you're an empath like me, you really want people to succeed. You really want people around you to be happy. You want to do things in a way that makes people feel good when they come around you. But a lot of times, in the process of trying to help people be the best version of themselves, to make people around you happy, to make sure that everyone who comes around you have an awesome experience, in the process of trying to do that, a lot of times we pay attention to ourselves last. We pay attention to everybody first, trying to fill everyone's cup without paying attention to who fills our own cup. And at the end of the day, you give out, you become empty, burnt out, you have crazy expectations of people, you become annoyed, irritated, and it just somehow affects your journey. But one thing I did last year was to take my time to not overplay my role in people's lives, to not do past myself, to understand that there's a limit to which I can go for people, and that it is okay if I say no and put myself first a lot of times. I don't know if you get that, but if you are somebody like me who likes to see other people happy, I'm just telling you, you need to be happy too. You need to pay attention to yourself. If you need some time to yourself, you need to be able to say no and prioritize your own peace and prioritize your own energy and just keep yourself in a place where you are steadily happy so that you can do things for yourself, so that you can build for yourself, just so that you can be the best version of yourself. Besides, you are not the spirit. You are a man. So, no, they do pass yourself. Don't try to be everything to everybody. You cannot always be the next best thing after sliced bread. One other thing that I did last year that I do not regret is ensuring that joy is my default state. And I learned this thing from Abimbola Deyi-Daniel. There's nothing that is going on in this world, no matter how chaotic it seems. I just bask in the fatherhood of God and understand that no matter what it is, it must not steal my joy. And as long as my joy is in place, things will flow, because it is with joy that we draw. Sure, you get. So regardless of how chaotic it was, I still made out time to dance. I still made out time to praise. I still made out time to laugh. I feel like last year was the year that I laughed the most, even though it was the year that I had a lot of chaos going on. So making sure that joy was my default state of mind. I just want to encourage you, if you are going into this year, maybe you already have a list of challenges that's already waiting for you. Go with joy. Just know that joy is the battle formation. Like, engage from the place of joy, because you have God. Like, what could happen? What could happen when God is your father? Another thing that I did last year that I do not regret, this one is creating a growth plan. You see, a lot of us, we just like to leave things to chance. Oh, I want to be so and so person. I want to have this kind of net worth, but there's no plan to take you from where you are to where you want to be. How do you plan to get there? Nada. Nothing. Creating a growth plan will help you to stop being sentimental about your progress, because you cannot afford to be sentimental about your progress. Time is not sentimental, and it is like equal to everyone. It will go, it moves, whether you move or not. Time would move. And time is not sentimental. Time doesn't send when you're not in the mood. Time doesn't send when you're in the mood. Time doesn't send when you're not motivated. Time doesn't send when you're motivated. So you cannot be sentimental about your progress, because time is progressing, and you need to progress as time progresses. You need a growth plan. Are you in business? You need a plan. You need a plan to take your business from how much are you currently earning in revenue to how much you want to earn in revenue. Are you a career person? You need to have a plan about how you are going to climb the career ladder. If you're in corporate, how you are going to climb the corporate ladder, how you are going to negotiate, how you are going to make money. What do you need to do to make the kind of money that you need to make? You need a plan for your personal growth. You cannot leave all these things to chance, because normally a lot of things happen that make us sad, that make us happy, that can toy with our emotions, and we cannot live our life on the basis of emotions, or else you will not get anything done. So I beg you to not be sentimental about your process, and create an actual plan. Create an actual plan and execute the plan. Another thing that I did last year that I do not regret, and I think that if you do it, you are not going to regret it, is paying attention to myself. See, I know that there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on, and sometimes life is always on the move. You don't have time to like sit down and think, reassess yourself, and see what is going on. But I beg you, this may be the catalyst to your growth that you are missing out of. See, everything you feel at a certain time, something sponsored it. So if today you realize that you are not in the mood to do anything, you are angry, you are unproductive, something sponsored it. Let us stop taking all these things as casual. Oh, I don't feel like doing anything today, so I'm not going to do anything. Look for the root cause. Look for what is stressing you. Look for what is overwhelming you. Look for what is frustrating you, so that you can be able to push it out of the way and get things done. Be self-aware. And that's why I always scream, go internal. The first place to go when things are going wrong is internal. Sit down with yourself and try to figure out what is the root cause of this feeling. Don't just assume that you can overlook the feeling, you can push it aside, and that things will still go right with you. Do you know what a lot of us do? Don't sit down to figure out what makes us feel this way. Tomorrow we feel that way, next tomorrow we feel that way. In a month's time, you are totally burnt out. You are burnt out, and so you are not, you get to a point where you totally, absolutely give up. All your plans, all the motivations that you were coming with the beginning of the year, everything just comes to an end. Once we don't realize that it did not just come to an end, we did not just get to that peak at once. There was a gradual not paying attention to yourself that happened. There was a gradual ignoring your feelings. There was a gradual ignoring how things were going for you. There was a gradual nonchalance towards yourself. See, you are the most important person in your story, so you have to pay attention to yourself. If something is going on with you, sit down and try to fix it. When I started creating video content, there was a period where I was using like 2 video covers. So both of them are different colors, and that means that I had to post in a certain way for my grid to be properly arranged, aesthetics. And in the process of doing that, sometimes maybe something happened and I was not able to post a particular video before another one. I would now get frustrated because everything needs to be arranged, and I was just crazy about the perfection of the whole thing. And one day I sat down with myself, I realized that I was not anticipating creating videos anymore. I was just tired in advance and everything. I had to sit down with myself and ask myself, what is really going on? what is really stressing me out about this video creation? And I realized that it was the cover page, something that is not really that even hard, something that may not even offer anyone any form of value. It is like the least important thing in the video creation process. So I sat down and I decided to eliminate that. I started to eliminate that two cover photo system and just choose one. So I use the same design of cover photo on all my videos, and nobody has died since I started doing that. But just sitting down to understand it, that this is what is wrong and this is what is stressing me out, it made me to be able to clear it off, be able to continue my video creation process without getting burnt out. So I need you to pay attention to yourself. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is that last year I tracked my wins. I tracked my process back to back. I literally had like a spreadsheet where I was doing my numbers. I don't believe that there's anybody in this day and age, if you are really particular about growth, that you should not be doing your numbers. You should be doing your numbers, because numbers is what shows in your account. It is the money. How much are you making per day? How much are you making per month? What makes your money increase? What makes your money go down? Even if you're in career, what makes your salary increase? What makes it go down? If you're in business, how many things you need to sell in a day to achieve your revenue goal? Those type of things. What causes your market to change? Like, now let me give you a simple example. There's a time where I was checking my analytics and I saw that my viewership in the United States increased drastically. What that did was I was able to trace what videos was increasing my viewers from that region. That is what tracking my wins helped me do, because I was tracking my wins steadily. I was tracking my progress steadily. I was able to notice the change, the switch, and be able to trace what made that change happen. So for you, if you are tracking your win and you notice any change, if it is the result you want, you'll be able to double down your energy on that thing. If it is the result you don't want, you know what to eliminate on time. So please track your wins, create a spreadsheet, whatever you need to do, do your numbers. I believe that if you do all of these things, things will change drastically for you in this year. You'll be able to look back at this year and say, my God, I did something. I hope you have gained one or two things from this video. If you have, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.